You're listening to Sexpert, a sex-positive podcast meant to teach our generation how to live healthier and naughtier lives. We're not actually experts, folks. Just a few friends who love talking about sex and giving our 2 cents. Get ready for perverted jokes, lame puns, awkward conversation, and swearing that will make your mother cringe. This is Sexpert with me, Renee. Thanks for listening. I'm good to go.
Feels good.
Feels so good.
Yeah.
Feels great. We're recording. We need to start timing how long it takes us to start recording.
Yeah, right.
Because we're late because you were trying to go get your cat.
It's true.
And that didn't work out.
We can talk about this. This can be in the episode, right?
This is going to be in the episode.
Good.
That was a plan all along.
Good.
So put your dick back in your pants. And let's get down to business.
I wish I could say I was classy and I had alcohol in this Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
But it's just Mountain Dew.
You're just a redneck.
I'm just a
I have no respect for people who drink Mountain Dew. As I drink a Pepsi and eat this fucking chocolate covered popcorn.
It's true.
I have no respect for you. Welcome to Sexpert. I'm Mia, in case you guys haven't figured that out already. And we're here with Mason. Well, we, as in me and Mason.
It's true.
We're talking about kissing. But it's just a mini episode, so you guys only have to hear us talk for, not as long as normal.
Well, maybe. Who knows?
God, I hope not. I got shit to do today. It's 4:20 and I just got out of bed. It is okay. But yeah, we are reading your kiss stories, your first kiss stories, and we'll probably make fun of you a bit.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm already. Oh yeah.
Perfect.
Oh yeah. Big Sexy's getting all kinds of made fun of.
Man, that's so awful.
No.
Okay, I guess we can start. Follow us on social media. What else is new?
2 tweets.
You have 2 tweets now.
I have 2.
Go see his 2 tweets at Mason Spec.
One of
One?
them's kind of popular.
Really?
Yeah.
How many favorites or whatever does it have?
I think Austin Hill from our previous episodes. I think he retweeted it or liked it or something.
Oh my
like
god.
That.
I think I retweeted it.
But you don't count.
Excuse
It's
me?
that's something I expect you to do.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I can go unretweet it.
No, it's I don't
Thank
tweet
you.
enough, so every tweet you have to retweet, no matter what it is.
Do I? Go tweet something now. Go tweet something
now?
new. Yeah.
Okay.
But don't tell us what it is so that people have to go on Twitter to see it.
Man, now I gotta think of something.
Well, while you're doing that, I will plug everyone else's social media. You can find us on Facebook, facebook.com/sexpert with me or Renee. That's the word with, as I tell you guys. Oh my god, I just found popcorn in my seat. Okay, sorry.
Did you eat it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Listen, I don't let food go to waste. And you can find me on Twitter, Instagram, anywhere, at Mia Renee Cole, and then Mason is sending out another tweet worthy of a Nobel Prize for Literature that will find out what it is if you follow him, at MasonSpec1 on Twitter. Did you tweet?
Not yet.
You're taking forever. I can't talk this whole time for you.
I don't know what to tweet.
Just everyone as you are sitting here falling asleep listening to us talk, remember to rate and review us on iTunes and give us excelling ratings. That's great. So make sure to click all 5 of those stars and leave a little comment. Let us know what you think. If you're listening but you don't know where else the fuck to listen, you can listen on Podbean, iTunes, YouTube as soon as I upload like the last 69 episodes. And where else are we? Google Play for Android users. Also, I hope you guys enjoyed the new intro that we are going to have as soon as I record it for this podcast. So, jumping right on in to kiss stories. Mason, do you have any kiss stories?
I have a couple.
Okay, I want to hear one.
Okay.
So I can eat my popcorn while you...
Well, I want to start
begin.
off by saying I'm really sorry, and we're probably not going to have a quote from Pubes because he's refused to give me a quote. But I do have another quote. I'm going to tell the story. I'm going to tell the real story of it.
The real story.
As I've been told, this involves zero groping, no physical contact except for the kiss, which is in contradiction to what I've heard from other sources, namely you, Mia. I thought you said that there was some touchy-feely apparently on this faithful night.
I'm pretty sure that's what he told me.
He probably would have told you that.
Okay, continue. Let's just try to, like, tell the story.
So they were very drunk. It was a camping trip in these good old parts of the Great Smoky Mountains. And to my understanding, her boyfriend at the time was... I guess he was passed out in a tent, or he was crying, maybe. I'm not really sure. He was gone. Emotionally, physically, he just wasn't there. I think they had a heart-to-heart, being drunk. He told her something about his life. And from what he told me, she apparently took her shirt off and flashed him and then kissed him. Which I can't imagine how it went down in my head. But I asked him about the kiss, because that's the important part here. And he said that it was a good kiss. That it wasn't sloppy. And that he felt he did good.
Have we talked to her?
No. I'm almost afraid to talk to her.
That's your first mistake.
Yeah. Because when I think about him, I don't think about a good kiss. But that's pretty much it.
You're so rude.
He and I are friends.
You're so awful.
I swear that we actually like each other. Like, we're good friends.
Mm-hmm. Well, that was depressing.
More or less. So, yeah, that's his first and only kiss. Was basically just oh, man, yeah, she felt sorry for him, and they were drunk, and he got to see her boobs, which I'm a little jealous about.
I mean,
She's a cute girl.
yeah.
But
Boobs are always good.
that's the second time I've missed her flashing people. Like, it really annoys me, because, like, I was at one of her Halloween parties, and apparently, like, literally everyone in the house, including my girlfriend at the time, got to see, like, her boobs, but not me. So, whatever.
I don't know.
Right?
That's really sad for you. Maybe you should just send her a text and just
I don't think I have her phone number.
ask for some nudes.
I should go. I should just go buy her.
You could, like, listen to our nudes episode to learn how to properly ask for nudes.
It's true.
True. I have some quotes. They're way better than yours.
That was me telling this story. Let's
Yeah,
be fair.
right. So Austin, if you guys remember him, he was on our blowjob episode from way back, and the story of his first kiss. And he said, "My first kiss was when I was 5 years old with a girl from my church. It was our quote-unquote wedding day, ordained by her brother in her bedroom. And our kiss sealed the deal that I could come over and play with her bunnies whenever I wanted." I feel like bunny should be like an innuendo for something now. I thought that was
Bunnies.
cute.
Yeah, I mean, it was like what, 7 or 8? I'm
5.
guessing.
He said 5. If you were listening,
Dang.
but you weren't. And then Elizabeth said, she said, an interesting story, I guess, would be that my first kiss was a French kiss in 7th grade, and that's all I knew how to do for like a year, and my mouth was always covered in saliva afterwards, and I thought that was normal.
It's not normal.
I feel like that's how it always is for girls.
That's not normal.
Like, we were talking about it, like, our last episode was about actual kissing tips.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was both Madison and I were saying, oh, God, but, like, our first kisses were, like, full-on French kisses. They were so disgusting. Yeah. And then, like, you didn't know how to, like, just do a peck. Like, you didn't know how to afterwards.
But why? Why did you start at the extreme? I don't know.
I didn't do that. No, I didn't. I was 13? And, yeah, I was 13. Sorry. It's the same reaction when people ask me when I lost my virginity, and I'm like, ah! Yeah, but I was 13, and he was like every girl's first kiss, and I thought he was really cute, and he just went in with like an open, I don't know, I don't remember. I know it was on my couch in my living room at home, with my dad, like, probably, like, in the next room. Mm-hmm. But it was, like, full-on making out.
Oh, really?
Just without, like, the groping.
Oh.
But, I mean, there was, like, hand movement.
Just like that.
And we were, like, laying on my bed at some point. Yeah, but, like, there was no groping of boobs or anything.
No, so it was, like...
It was, like, boring.
It was more lovey-dovey than it was, like, sexual.
It kind of was. Like, I remember, like, he, like, was holding my head and, like... we kissed more than once that day. And they were, like, on my bed and at one point.
Like, cradling you in, like, a...
Yeah.
In, like, a not weird way.
Yeah, well...
I mean, looking back on
it, it was kind of weird.
Yeah, but you were totally into it at the time.
Oh, yeah. I thought it was, like... I was like, oh, my God. Like, we weren't, like, laying on my bed, but there was at one point where we were, like, in between sitting up and laying down on my bed. And I was thinking, oh, my God, this is, like... so mature, like, we're like pretty much laying on my bed.
You're
but like,
an adult, Mia.
but like 90% of the other time, I was thinking, is this what kissing is really like? This is fucking gross. This is so disgusting. I was like, this is awful.
You still feel that way?
About that kiss, yes.
Oh, okay.
But like, no, I love kissing. Well, I'm a good kisser, so I say with no one here to back up my claims. So did you have another quote? I think you did.
I did. And this one is sort of a story as well.
Oh boy.
Yeah. There's a woman in my life. She was born in 1971. Very dear to me. And I actually really like the story of her first kiss. And
is this like your mom? Who
yes,
is this? Okay.
Which is why I didn't say it's my mom.
Oh my God.
Sounding that sounds very weird. But it's actually a really good story.
I was like, what woman are you hanging out with that was born in 71?
Right? So...
I love it. Mom quotes. Oh my God. Yeah. We have to make that like the title of this episode now. Okay, continue.
My mother was from a really rural town in Louisiana. Her graduating class in high school had exactly 80 people. Which was a lot. But it was still a really small town. Manny, Louisiana. Yeah, right? You ever heard of that? Anyways, so her first kiss was with a guy in 1986. She was 15. I had to do the math there. So I think 1986 is the correct year. She didn't tell me the year. She told me she was 15. Yeah, sounds right. And basically, her best friend Gina, best friend at the time, had this huge crush on this new guy in town. He was kind of just, in my mom's eyes, he was the pinhead jock. He was a douche. You know, he just wasn't like a nice guy. But everyone seemed to like him. You know, he was attractive. You know, he was cool. He was new. Hip, maybe? I don't really know what he was actually like. But from what I've heard, he was a pretty, swell guy. New guy in town, no one really knew him, but Gina had a huge crush on him, thought he was just absolutely gorgeous, and invited him over. well, my mother was there, and of course they were all swimming around in the hot tub, and I don't remember how it came about, but he ended up kissing my mom, and Gina just lost her shit.
What a fuck boy.
Right?
I cannot believe him.
And like Gina just got out of the hot tub and stayed in her house for like the rest of the night.
Oh my god, and it was at her house?
Yeah.
And, that's so rude.
And my mom said that they just hung out and like talked, and like eventually like he actually drove back home that night. And yeah, that was the story of her first kiss with my dad.
Oh, that was your dad?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Right?
That ending though. I am shook. I can't. Oh my god.
Yeah, I know. So
your mom's first kiss was with your dad. This pinhead jock. I love this. Oh my god. Can we have your parents just come on real quick, like?
Right.
Oh, that's
my
so
dad is
amazing.
actually in Texas now.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah, he moved down. Yeah, he went on the 5th. So.
For those of you that don't know, Mason is leaving us for Texas.
It's true.
So.
Going to the Lone Star State. Mm-hmm. Where everything's bigger.
Yeah. So you say.
I'm not there yet.
I mean, okay, moving on. I don't give a fuck about your move. I'm just pissed. Just kidding. So someone anonymous sent this in. She said, sophomore year, when I first started partying, I had yet to have my first kiss, as I had never been serious with any guys before. Mm-hmm. One night at a friend's house, I was way too drunk and had the spins really bad. One of my friends, who was a junior, helped me to a couch, and next thing I knew, we were hooking up, completely ignoring the 5 sleeping people in the room. This kind of sounds like your virginity story, Mason. Just like minus the alcohol, and you were like 12. Anyway, so she continues. All I remember was sloppily making out, and suddenly I was giving him head, having no idea what I was doing. I could not imagine my first kiss involving like giving head. Yeah,
me either.
Like, anyway, so she continued. Where was I? Something about giving head. Yeah. No idea what she was doing. She said, I was totally embarrassed and full of regrets. I didn't tell a soul about it. The next week, a kid from my school tweeted, her first kiss was a dick, and it basically went viral through the upperclassmen. It took me too long to realize this was about me and that everyone had known. Whoops. Moral of the story, don't let your first kiss be a dick.
I like that.
I think that would make a good title. There's so many good titles for this episode, like Mason's mom and don't let your first kiss be a dick, and actually I think that's going to be our title. I really like that. It has a nice ring to it. That is a really good title. That has a nice ring to it. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Anonymous, for giving us a title for this episode. Mm-hmm. Okay. Next.
So, this is from a girl in my stats class. She says, my first kiss was when I was really drunk. I was at a party, and I had been drinking, and I had just been completely plastered. She actually used the word plastered, which surprised me. It's not a word you see anymore.
Plastered, just gone. And she told me that she had been helped to her room. She'd been taken to her room by this guy at her friend's house, and she said she really regretted it. But whenever he was like carrying her, and she said that he didn't pick her up like you would cradling her, right? She was like thrown over his shoulder, her feet dragging on the floor, like she had like been wounded or something. And so like he's taking her down the hall, and is he gonna rape her? Does this end in rape?
Well, and she said that whenever he got,
I like how you answered that. You're like, and you just like continued with the story. Like yes or no.
So whenever they got to the door, she said that she kissed him. Because, like, they were, like, slumped over, their heads were close. She said she was drunk. It just made sense, right? Like, you know that tension you feel, right? Like,
yeah, when you're about to get raped. Kiss. Yeah, it's terrifying. That tension, like, man.
She said just because she was, like, really drunk, like, that felt like the right thing to do. And basically that was the end of the story. She told me that she did try to have sex with him, and she felt really bad about it later. Of course, nothing happened. He put her on the bed. He walked off. Everything
Oh wow,
was
he's
kosher.
a nice
Yeah,
guy.
right, nice guy. Right.
Isn't that so sad? Oh wow, he's a nice guy for like totally not forcing her to have sex with him
That's
while
true.
she's plastered.
And then
Nice guy.
she said she texted him about a week later, just saying, like, apologizing for kissing him while she was completely drunk and like trying to have sex with him. And she said that, yeah, because of her apologizing and realizing how cool he was, they started dating for 4 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but they had broken up a month earlier to me asking
Wow.
about. Yeah,
So that was her first kiss. That was her first kiss.
that was her first kiss.
All of these first kisses are so like
A little late.
no, they're just so like
Oh,
eventful. Mine was not. I mean, like, I remember afterwards, like, he was leaving my house, and I said, "So does this mean we're boyfriend girlfriend?" And he just looked at me and he just said, "Maybe."
that's the perfect response.
It's okay. He's not even cute now. And like 2 months later, not even 2 months later, I was dating my first real boyfriend, who I ended up falling in love with, who
No.
broke my heart. Anyway, turning it
Oh,
back around.
okay.
Back around
That needs to be an episode.
to the beginning.
Heartbreaks.
Heartbreaks. Nothing but a heartbreak. Put me on the voice. Anyway.
Sorry. I like all the food and stuff that's on the TV behind you, by the way.
Oh yeah, I'm watching HGTV. It's Flip or Flop. Okay, so can you actually see that? Whoops.
Yeah, a
I
little bit.
thought you were gonna say I like all the food around your mouth right now because I've been just eating this popcorn religiously, and I
Right.
was like, but I don't feel anything. What are you talking about? Okay, do you have another quote?
I don't.
Yes, you do. Mason. Remember the quote I sent you right before we started recording this
Oh, that's
episode?
right. You did send me that one.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Okay, here we go. This is the only real quote I had. I'm sorry. I ended up telling all my other quotes as stories. I should probably not do that.
No, that's good. Like,
But-
stories are fine. That's fine.
I'll quote this one.
Okay, you do your thing.
Okay. Now? Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
do it now, because the last one we have is really long.
Do it now. Okay. There was this time I was dancing with a guy wearing American flag shorts and a tank top. This
Okay,
guy
that's
was
your
dressed-
first warning.
Yeah. This guy was dressed the exact same way as another guy at a party on purpose, cause, and I'm quoting here, bros or something. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah, you want to dress like your bro. That's why Pubes and I always dress the same. Especially when we go see Star Wars, which we're not going to because he didn't send me a quote.
Because he's a
Anyway,
bitch.
I said to my friend earlier that I was going to kiss one of the flag boys, and so I did. It was horrible, super dry, no tongue, and absolutely no fun. I really think this guy had never kissed anyone before because it was horrible. I honestly prefer sloppy kisses to dry ones, like that. Needless to say, I moved on and ended up with another guy, LOL.
I think, because
Thank you, Anonymous.
that was actually a quote that I received, and I gave it to Mason because I felt bad that he didn't have a lot of quotes. But that wasn't her first kiss. That was just an awful kiss experience. Just to clarify. But I think all the other stories we have are first kiss stories. So,
I don't get what the deal is. Like,
with...
I personally think that American flag shorts are totally fine.
Well, you can just leave.
I also think that American flags stitched onto denim jackets are perfectly fine.
No, I just think, like, I think it's the school I go to, but I'm just sick of seeing people wearing chubbies and, like, American flag chubbies and shorts. Oh my god, there's a cat.
Yeah, he's finally shown up,
Ugh, he's like, time to make an appearance
right? He's walking all over my
on
papers.
Sexpert. Hey, baby.
You're making a mess. Stop knocking papers everywhere.
He's so sweet. Okay. Anyway, back to the stories, which I apologize if my mic is doing weird stuff. My mic, the software that we use to record in is being mean. And
Aw.
it's not nice to me. So, now that I've talked about my experience with bullying, Let's move on to our last quote. And I'm going to try to make sure that my mic volume doesn't get all weird. From...
Yeah, you sound weird.
Do I really?
There's nothing wrong with your mic. You just sound weird. Damn it, cat. What are you doing?
I fucking hate you. That was actually me as the cat.
Right?
Fucking your shit up.
Yeah, pretty much.
Fuck you, I hate
like,
you.
He just knows that.
I'm one with the cat. Okay.
Yeah.
This is from Brittany. And she sent it in a Word document. It's 1.5 pages.
Oh, Jesus, Brittany, calm down.
Brittany, girl. She said it's titled Brittany and the No Good, Terrible, Very Bad Kiss. I think that's really cute, personally, but that's just me.
It's going to be a solid story.
It's gonna be solid. So, like, I'm gonna summarize the first part of it because she gives background information on the guy that she kissed, or that she was kissed by more. And then,
essential,
and then I'll read the actual story. So to summarize, so she'd had a huge crush on him in elementary school. They did like chorus together, and they were both like more advanced. So they were doing like all county and stuff. Yeah. And so you're like, oh man, but I'm sitting here like, yes, I did that all the time. So she had a crush on him for years. It started in the 4th grade. They went to middle school. She had a crush on him. She was kind of awkward about it because everyone's awkward about crushes in middle school. And then they go to high school, and she decides that she's just going to get over her crush on him and just kind of ignores him for like all of 9th grade, even though they have a class together, which is
it's a mistake.
Coincidentally chorus. And he ends up texting her on Easter. When they're in 9th grade, he texts her Happy Easter with a smiley face, which, what the fuck? Like, right? Like, who the fuck does that? Like, and I remember in high school, like, that was a thing. Like, if you got, like, a Merry Christmas with a smiley face from someone that you liked, it was like, oh my God. It was, like, crazy. So, anyway, so she got that text. Like, shit, he might as well have asked her to marry him. And she said she was beyond, all caps, beyond skeptical. And so, shit, I'm like clicking on all the wrong things right now. And she said, next day in chorus, he sat next to her, and that's how it stayed for the rest of the year.
Shit's getting real. This guy knows how to move in.
He's making his moves.
Right?
And then she texted him like something along the lines of, meet me after chorus so we can talk about dating. But she didn't actually want to date him, which is funny. She was like over his like her crush on him. So she didn't actually want to date him. So she just said, meet me so we can talk about going out. And they met, and she turned him down, and she was just like, she made up like something like, oh, my parents don't want me to date you. They said I'm too young. So we know this girl has her shit straightened out.
So basically she invited him somewhere to deny him.
To deny him, which in my opinion is the only way to do things. And then she moves on to the kiss story, which actually happened when she was in 10th grade, and it was at Christmas time, so it's perfect for this time of year because it's Christmas. And I'm sorry, I get really excited about the holidays. And she said, now here's the kiss story. Mm-hmm. It's 10th grade, and she convinced him, she's calling him Joe, but she is like a pseudonym. So she said, I convinced Joe to join the high school improv troupe. Okay, so they're in chorus and improv together, so Joe may or may not be gay. She said, I joined in 9th grade, and I thought he'd be good at it. And he was. So the improv troupe puts on 2 shows a year, one in the spring, which is our big show, and one the last day of school before Christmas break, which that has to suck, like right before the end. I don't know, I feel like I'd be totally burnt out by then. Anyway. Mm-hmm. So she said the dress code was ugly Christmas sweaters, and she said, me being extra, I had to wear my Buddy the Elf costume. So here we were performing improv in ugly Christmas sweaters and my Buddy the Elf costume. Our last show happened to be the last period of the day. After the show, Joe walked with me back to the lockers so I could get what I needed before I got on the bus. To go home, I guess. So she said, so I'm unloading my backpack, and Joe takes out a tiny hand-wrapped box. Joe making the moves. You go, Joe.
You fucked up, Joe.
You go, Joe. And anyway, he hands it to her, and he says, I got something for you. And right now, she says, I felt terrible because I didn't get him anything for Christmas. We never discussed it. They're not even dating. Literally, Joe, she turned you down. Joe, chill the fuck out. Anyway, so she says, in the box, there's a piece of handmade mistletoe, which I'm wondering, like, how it was made. Like, was it with construction paper? Like, Brittany, we need details. Give me that DIY. Anyway, so it was handmade mistletoe, so Joe is definitely gay at this point. But I didn't know what it was at first because I didn't have any time to process it. Then, out of nowhere.
Here we go.
I know, right? Like, building tension. Can I get, like, a little drum roll? Out of nowhere. Thank you. He takes the mistletoe out of the box, lifts it above our heads, says, it's mistletoe, and fucking chicken pecks me!
Oh, Joe, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Joe! What the hell, Joe? God damn it. I'm so sick of Joe's shit. Anyway,
Joe.
The story doesn't fucking end here. So she says, I had no idea what had just happened. I was leaning against the locker for support. So I guess, like, Joe kind of took her breath away, but, like, not in a good way. And so she said, the only response I could muster was to hug him. And that made things, and she said, and what made things worse was the fact that my locker was right next to the English office, and our improv advisor was also our English teacher. And he walked out of the English office past my locker just as this was happening. So I had to play it off and be all cool, which, you know, in 10th grade is always super awkward, you know. Like, you can't play it cool when you're 15 and having your first kiss. She said, then Joe walked away all sly and said, maybe we can do that again sometime. Needless to say, it never happened again. And I was afraid to leave my room for the whole 2 weeks of Christmas break in fear of seeing Joe in public. Long story short, improv show. He was wearing an ugly Christmas sweater, and I was dressed as Buddy the Elf.
Hot costume.
When you got that kink, though. Like, that's also a good title. That's also a good title. Like, First Kiss is Buddy the Elf. Do we like the other one better?
I think I like
the other title. First, don't let your first kiss be a dick. I don't know. These are all so good. Don't let your first kiss be a dick, and don't try to kiss people when they're dressed as Buddy the Elf. That's just really fucking weird.
Come on, Joe.
I hope Joe has stepped up his game since then. Brittany, how's Joe doing? Let me know. Because shoot us an email at sexpertpodcast@gmail.com with your stories for future episodes. Our next mini episode is going to be about balls, which is super awesome. So if you have any balls stories, please send them in. No, stop. This is why he hates you, actually. Well, guys, those were our stories for today. This was mini
If anyone wants to
episode.
go to Star Wars, hit me up.
Yeah, because apparently
I'll take you.
you're going alone.
I got a free ticket.
I mean, I'll be home.
Not you.
Oh, sorry. I appreciate it. It's okay. I can go see it for free on the day before it premieres. So.
Oh, the 15th?
Yeah.
You mean the same day I'm going to see it?
But, like, at 3 p.m. that day.
No, I'm going at 7.
Yeah. So.
Hate you.
For free, too. I don't have to pay for it. So, perks of working in a movie theater back home. Yeah. Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah. Just a bit of bragging right now.
Yeah. I have my bragging rights. Listen, everyone, thanks for fucking listening to episode 21. It was mini episode. Next week, we're going to be bringing you an episode about cum, and we'll be opening our Secret Santa, Dirty Santa gifts on that episode. Mason, have you sent/received your gift yet?
I have not. I've not sent it.
I don't think anyone's sent any. I get paid tomorrow, so I'm waiting to send my gift. Mm-hmm. But yeah, okay, cool deal. So we will be seeing you next Friday. Be sure to tune in and hear what we all got as our Dirty Santa. It'll be all 4 of us. So see y'all then. Make sure you have a wonderful weekend. If you're taking final exams, good luck and stay sexy.